I just want to share something that I have been thinking about recently, which is that relationships are messy. They can be so freaking hard sometimes. And I also want to share that for a perfectionist, it can be really hard to show up and be vulnerable with others. It can be so hard to be a hot mess, as what was her name? Gwennon Doyle Melton used to say. She would just say being a hot mess. And that's because as a perfectionist, you might feel like you have to have it all together. You have your shit together. You don't have problems, and being vulnerable is just too messy and too imperfect. And so doing vulnerability just isn't something that you're willing to do in relationships. And I get it. Trust me, I get it. I've been there and can be there. And here is what I want to say. When we don't allow ourselves to be vulnerable with another, when we don't allow ourselves to be a hot mess and to receive from another, that it can be a very, very lonely existence. It is when we're vulnerable and when we're sharing what's in our hearts that we can connect with another. And I used to sometimes feel like maybe people just couldn't show up for me, that they didn't have the ability or capability or the willingness to hold space for my pain and my messiness. But the truth is that people are stronger than I think. People are more caring and compassionate than I give credit for. And people are willing to just be a kind, compassionate human being. And if they are someone that's important in my life and I'm important to them, then they will show up for me. So it is really, really important to recognize and become aware when you're wearing that perfection mask. And when you feel lonely, you feel isolated, you feel down, you feel depressed, you don't feel connected, you don't feel loved, to check in with yourself, to just check in. Are you allowing yourself to be vulnerable, to be a hot mess when you're struggling, when you're having a hard time? And we all have hard times. We all have pain. We all have struggle. And we are not meant to do this alone. And if you are feeling like your needs are not that important and you don't want to show others that you are struggling or you're a hot mess, you're going to feel very lonely, very isolated. So I encourage you to really just, one, be fully aware when this is happening to you. Two, as hard as it can be, to reach out and to allow someone in and to show your vulnerability, to just take small steps, take a baby step, try with one person to just share your struggle and vulnerability, and then allow yourself to just receive and be held by that other person. So this is my message today for my podcast, Masks Off. If you want to hear more content along these lines, I invite you to follow. I'm on YouTube, Masks Off with Kim Gross, and I am on all the major platforms, Spotify, Apple, Google, and I have over 200 episodes. I talk about masks all the time. I talk about doing the inner work and being more authentic, being your true self, and showing up in the world in a way that you are living a full life.